Bringing crafting to you, and today we're going to make this lovely little treat bag that can be given as a gift. So it fits two little sweets in. So without further ado, let's get on and make it. Okay, so first of all we are going to need a piece of DSP that measures 5 inches by 4 inches. We're going to score that on the 4-inch side at 1/2 inch. So put that in at 1/2 inch and score that at 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to turn that around because it's easier to score your 1/2 inch on that side. I'm going to put it back in and score it at 2 1/4. No, sorry. No. Okay, start again. Sorry about that. So on the 5-inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Then we're going to score it at, I'm going to turn it the other way, and that's going to be scored at 2 1/4. And then 2 3/4 and 4 1/2. So I'll just go through that again. So on the 5-inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 1/4, 2 3/4 and 4 1/2. Then we're going to turn it, and you've already done this score if you followed me. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch and then turn it round and score it at 3 inches. There we go, 3 inches. Okay, move my scoreboard. Now we're going to burnish all our score lines. Hold that up. I'm working with some old speciality paper, and that's why it's beautiful and foil on one side and it's plain on the other. Okay, so what we're going to do is on the bottom where it's got the narrow edge, we're going to cut up each of the score lines to that first score line. So we're going to cut up each those score lines to the first line. Then this first one we're going to turn it onto its side and wedge it slightly so that you've taken off a piece like that. So I've wedged it slightly. Then at the top of that we're going to cut down, and then we'll wedge that up. So you end up with a tab piece like that. We're then going to cut down this next score line to that score line, and then we're going to cut all these off. So cut all these off, and you'll end up with a piece that looks like this. And I'm just going to wedge this small tab. So wedge those small tabs and this small tab. Okay. There we go. Let's move those out of the way. And then I'm going to put glue onto the tab now. and bring it over, and I'm just gonna make sure it's absolutely level. I'll just press it down. Okay, and then this is going to be our front, so we want on our front one to have that one be the last one we turn in. So I put the back one in and put glue on it. I then put down my little tabs onto it, put some glue on the tabs, and then we're going to bring this one forward. Okay, and I like to just go in with my bone folder now and just do that to get it nice and done. Okay. I've also got, I've just left it handy. Okay, so we're going to now put this, I'm going to bend it up like that. Actually, you should do this when it's flat by the looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch my sides in, because we need these sides pinched in anyway. So let's do it that way. We'll pinch the sides in like that so they're flat. And then we'll push this all the way to the back now. Then turn it over, push it all the way to the back, and it gives it that lovely little front flap now. Okay, let's move those out of the way. I am then going to put some Velcro, so I've got hook and loop, it's called mine. I've got one started. Well, you can get some little round ones I've seen. I think you want some fine. Mine's not as fine as what I'd like it to be, but this is what I bought. We didn't seem to have those fine ones. I don't really want to waste a magnet on it, so you could use a magnetic closure. I just tend to take it apart first and then take one of them off. We're going to put that in the middle there, and then just again make sure it's not too firm. I'm just lightly placing it on. Take off the back, bring it forward to see where it should go. Make sure that it's level at either side. Press down, lift it up, and then give that a good press and that a good press. Okay, and then I've got some Milky Way here, so I'm going to put a little Milky Way in and just fit in. And I took that right down to the bottom, so that's really firm at the bottom. And let's see, let's do a Dinky Decker as well. So I'll push that in. So it'll fit two like heroes slash celebrations. And we're just going to close that up. There we go. And then for our little, what have I done with it? It's here somewhere. For our little tag at the front, I'm going to do a for you. Oh, and I forgot to get the ink. Sorry. Now, our Stampin' Up! Inks, I don't know whether you realise, but let me show you what I mean. Okay. When you open our ink pads, you will see that the ink is stored, the pad is stored so that it faces down, so that you get a better stamping experience, because the ink is always near the surface. So because of that, I store all my minis upside down as well. And it's very annoying when you go, because I keep them in a box like this. I was having to go through each one to find out which colour I wanted. So what I've done is I've done two different ways. I've done one where I've just got a piece of photocopy paper, really, and I've cut them 7/8 by 7/8, and I've stamped the little starfish, really, from the Anchor kit that you can buy, or I was cutting out with a star shape some card that is the same colour. So you can do either method, but it just means that I can now go to and say I wanted basic grey, and I've found it straight away now that having to sort through them all. So I'm going to use basic grey, and I'm going to use the For You from this set. I think that's, yeah, For You. And just pick that up on my ink pad and just put that right in the middle. There we go. There we go. So I can put that back now. Move that out of the way. So I'm going to put that up on a dimensional, but before I do that, I'm going to turn it over and get my tear and tape, and I'm going to get a piece of tear and tape and put it across the back of my sentiment like this. And make sure it's all pressed down and lift up. And then what have I done with my little pieces? These little gold pieces are from Nature's Thoughts dies. So I just wanted something to lift it. So I'm going to put that so that 3 of them show. But on the next one, I'm only going to let 2 show. So there we go. So that we've got 5 showing, because it's always better to have odd numbers. I've just got some little bits of my edges of my dimensionals left, so I'm going to peel them and then put this there. Okay, make sure you get that straight. And then I've just got odd bits of ribbon, so I save my odd bits of ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a little knot. So scrap ribbon, that's all I wanted. It's such lovely ribbon, this, so every scrap you want to be saving. So I'm just going to knot that and then pick up a glue dot. So I love the glue dots from the kits. I save them all for doing my ribbons with. I'm going to put that on the back. Let's just get rid of that bit. Let me cut that off a minute. I seem to have picked the frayed bit up. So I tend to put it on the back like that, press it down, and then take the backing off. There we go. And then pop it on the bottom like that. Then just take my scissors, just do a nice little thread bow. There we go. Got a fray bit. Oh, that's pulled out. There we go. So I hope you like that little project. It's a nice little treat to give somebody. So I hope you'll have a go at that. Simple, but very nice. You could write on the back or pop a message in as well, but little sweet treat. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate that you've stopped by. Stay safe, stay well. If you've not subscribed to me, subscribe and press the notification button so you won't miss any of my uploads. Thank you very much. Stay, as I say, stay safe, stay well. Bye.